from the ceiling, and it shows evidence of cannabis being grown here. I'm going to take a quick move through here because we probably shouldn't be in here, but you know I like to get you guys the footage. Let's have a look. Yep, we got ducts in there, dozens of different ducts that are going up into the ceiling to the next floor. I've got your back, and where's that coming from?
It's from the tank.
Oh yeah, you're careful, you don't know what the fucking sludgy shit that is. Yeah, just
Stairs up here, look.
Is there? Stairs looking safe?
Yeah, there's concrete.
Okay guys,
Oh shit, you see everything here?
we're gonna have a little butchers for you, see what we can see. Oh, here's the ducting running up through the stairs. So obviously police have basically charged 3 immigrants with no documentation with this. So they're basically saying these guys came here and managed to set this up, which seems a bit ridiculous in my opinion, because this would be a very hard setup to do.
This is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. 12 men have been jailed for a string of offences relating to organised crime and a cannabis factory, one of them worth £1.3 million. This dates back originally to 2022. I actually went to one of the scenes where they found 3,000 cannabis plants that were valued at nearly 2 million at the time. It was later discovered during an investigation that the group spread from Merseyside to Birmingham and also Torquay, and it was headed by Jamie Hadley from Kingstanding in Birmingham. The police were already investigating him because they believed that he was selling drugs as early as 2021. A taxi driver from Birmingham drove to Torquay to collect a package from 2 men in Isaacs Road, and the next day another man from Birmingham went to deliver the package to the same location. Investigations later revealed the package was cash and a large quantity of cannabis. As officers began to track those involved, a car was tracked from Birmingham to Liverpool in early October 2021, a location that was later discovered to be a large cannabis factory. The next day, the car left an address in Liverpool and made its way to Birmingham. The driver on the way was arrested, and inside 12 kilos of cannabis, and it was worth up to £58,000. Just 2 days later, another car was caught on the M5 with 2 occupants, and they ran away on foot. One was arrested following a foot chase, and the other travelled several miles on foot before he was arrested by traffic officers. They found a kilogram of cocaine and in a sleeping bag in the car with a street value of £100,000. Phones seized from other members of the group in November 2021 saw 3 other men arrested, and 2 in Torquay and 1 in Liverpool, where cannabis and cash was also seized. In January 2022, a warrant was executed at a residential property in Hell Road, Widnes, and also an industrial estate where they found cannabis and a man hiding in the loft. The yield of the crop was worth £600,000 and the farm was capable of 4 crops a year. A warrant the following day on a commercial property in Bradford Street, Digbeth, revealed another cannabis factory with 3,111 plants with a street value, they said, of £1.3 million. 3 men were arrested trying to run from the property, and this is the story that we covered on the channel several years ago, and I also got to gain access to the building as well. It was still left open. I think there was a smashed window, so we did a tour of this building and we can show you a little snippet from that video from them. And during the investigation as well, the police discovered that only a stone's throw away from the derelict site in Bradford Street on Bircher Street in Cheapside, they found 2,678 plants that were found, and many of them were hastily removed the night before. Days later, a Ford C-Max car travelled from Kingstanding on the M6 north, where traffic officers attempted to stop. The car attempted to leave the motorway and collided with a traffic light before coming to a stop. 2 occupants fled and they were pursued by officers and arrested. The vehicle had 2 large bags inside and 42 kilos of cannabis was found. Detective Constable Sam Blackburn from the Regional Organised Crime Unit said the scale of the enterprise could generate millions of pounds. They said the collaboration between other groups and across different places meant that this operation was very big. Drugs are used, they said, to fund more crime, and this goes on to reflect the serious nature of these crimes. Jamie Hadley, 32 years old from Birmingham, was jailed for 11 years and 9 months. Christopher Madden, 30 years old from Cannock, was second in command to Hadley, and he pled guilty to possession of cannabis and also producing cannabis. And he was sentenced to 2 years in prison, suspended for 18 months, plus a rehabilitation order and unpaid work. Toy Ban, 37 years old from Birmingham, was convicted of money laundering for Hadley and pled guilty to 2 counts of conspiracy to supply cannabis and also possession of criminal property. Colin Keys, 37 years old from Birmingham, was a cannabis courier, and he was found guilty of producing cannabis at a trial earlier this year and was jailed for 5 years. Daniel Beetle, 24 years old from Liverpool, was a cocaine courier, and he was jailed for 4 years. Patrick Quarles from Formby was found guilty of supplying cocaine and was sentenced to 9 years and 8 months. Lee Bailey, 51 from Birmingham, was a cannabis courier for the group, and he was given a 20-week imprisonment, suspended for 18 months, and a mental health treatment order and unpaid work. Antong Fan, 29 years old, who was a cannabis courier, was found guilty of supplying cannabis following trial and jailed for 12 months. Joshua Fullerton from Torquay was the organiser and controller of Class B drugs and also money laundering, and he was jailed for 7 years and 7 months. Dean Isaac from Torquay was also jailed for 3 years and 9 months, and Craig Bentick from Liverpool was jailed for 18 months, but that was suspended. So this goes to show the complicated setups, and also the fact that people assume a lot of the time that these factories are operated solely by foreign groups, but it shows that sometimes it's local organised crime groups that are actually benefiting from some of these factories. The last man that has been part of a group responsible for shooting up a shop in Smethwick last year has been jailed. Jamal Hussain, 22 years old, was part of a gang that was responsible for attacking the business and injuring 2 men in their 40s. At around midday on the 12th of January, a Ford Fiesta pulled up outside City Computers on Bertram Road, and a group attacked the business. 2 of the men had an axe and 2 of them had shotguns, and shots were fired inside the business and at the windows, and the doors were smashed. 1 victim was hit in the arm with a gunshot, and another victim suffered a neck injury. Thanks to extensive CCTV and mobile phone footage, officers placed Jamal as the driver of the Ford Fiesta. CCTV from the previous day showed the gang scouting out the route from Walsall to the address in Bertram Road and around the area. There was numerous calls between the group the following morning of the attack, and Jamal Hussain fled the country after the incident. However, he was arrested at the airport following his return into the UK later on in May. Hussain from Walsall admitted charges brought against him in relation to the case and was jailed at Worcester Crown Court on the 12th of September. 4 men from Walsall were already jailed for their roles in the attack. Last August, Haider Shabar, 21 years old, was jailed for 14 years. Mohammed Juwas Latif, 24 years old, was jailed for 9 years and 10 months, and Mohammed Wajid was jailed for 26 months. In April, Ahmed Umar, 21 years old, was jailed for 12 years and 6 months, and Azim Hussain, aged 26, is due to be sentenced later this year. Detective Inspector Francis Knock from the Major Crime Unit said all 6 men that were involved in this attack have been jailed. Jamal Hussain was a key player and received a lengthy sentence to reflect this. Weapons have no place on the street, they said. So I really appreciate you joining me for this episode, and please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.